We now have the option to advertise our products on TV placements. And I want to walk through just the very baseline of what these ads are going to be, and then kind of compare them to some other metrics that we already have. So if you have access to sponsored TV, you can have an idea of what you're going to be spending. My name is Lucas Kwiatkowski. I'm founder of Nomads, hands-on and advanced PPC. And not everyone is going to have sponsored TV right now. This is for bigger brands that they have launched it for. I want to just walk through this for those of you who aren't aware of it. And our team is still learning, here and thinking about setting this up. So I just want to walk through it. So if you have this and we go to create a campaign, it's a pretty simple layout, and it's interesting. They recommend daily budgets from 150 to 250, but these are only VCPM. So these are only pay per 1,000 impression. So you can add a product here, and then you can add targeting. Now, what's interesting, so cost per million is CPM is per 1,000 impressions, okay? There's no recommended bids on these yet, is what I'm trying to say. And so I want to use the example headphones, and reach viewers likely to be interested in certain product categories or types of content. Your ads can show on Freevee, Twitch, and other streaming TV services. So first, we want to know where these ads showing up. And we know Amazon owns Twitch. So if they're showing up on Twitch, then people with headphones, with any computer accessories, anything like that that relates to gaming, they're obviously going to see a much bigger bump here. But they say in other streaming TV services, is that Fire TV? Is that the homepage of Fire TV? Is that Kindle? Right? We don't really know where these are showing up yet. So that's why you want to be very careful with them. But what is really cool, and let me just go back here for a second, is there's basically, this is what it would look like. So the example they use is someone cooking with some headphones on, and maybe they're promoting these big headphones. But what it's going to be is that's what's going to look like with the QR code. So it's basically if someone is in front of their TV or in front of a streaming service, they can scan that QR code. That's going to bring them directly to your product page. So just think about that. If you don't have the right product for that, this probably isn't a good fit. But I want to go back to this $20 example because I think you can get a better baseline on how much you're going to pay for these. So if I add targeting in here, and these are only categories, right? So if I go to electronics, then we can definitely find some headphones in here. So over-ear headphones. This still defaults to $20. Now, this does not mean that you're paying $20 a click. Remember that. This is per 1,000 impression. So you'd be paying 2 cents per impression. Every time someone watches that video, you're going to be paying 2 cents. It seems very cheap. It seems almost too good to be true. So that's why I came over here to a sponsored brand video. So in sponsored brand video, we can also now pay per 1,000 impression. And this is keyword driven, right? So what we want to do here, and I use a suggested bid. So I'm saying if I'm bidding on the keyword headphones, what do they suggest? And they suggest $31. But I think that, right? So $31 just for that keyword, or it's telling me $20 for the category. It should be less expensive for the category, but it's weird to me that this TV traffic might be cheaper. So the jury is still out on all of this, and we really need to look at what these are going to do, especially during the holidays. Is I have a feeling they might get a ton of views, obviously, but the issue that everyone has always had with TV ads, even commercials in general, think about when you watch a commercial. If you're watching a football game, and there's a commercial on, you just get annoyed with it, right? Because you're there to watch football. You're not there to necessarily shop. So my question here is, where is Amazon putting these? Are they motivated buyers, or are we just going to be throwing money at impressions? And impressions are going to look great, but you need to have, I think, a lot more around these types of ads to make sure they're going in front of motivated buyers who aren't just on their TV wanting to watch football or wanting to watch some other content like Twitch. So this is just more of an educational video on TV ads, where they're going. It's going to be interesting to see after the holiday season any data that we get on these. But if you think you have a right product for this, electronics, gifts, a hot Q4 item, this is going to be interesting, and I think worth it to do at least for a couple days in Q4 just to see what happens.